I got out of that police car and my knees were weak. Like, I actually thought I was going to crumble to the ground. There was one item on the list that I had to do that I honestly thought would be easy. Not that I'm crass or insensitive. I'm like one of the most sensitive people I've ever met, but one of the easiest ones on the list of things I had to do was a death notification. And I had been called to this place called Burnt Hill Road, which was really ironic. And at that place, a guy died. He burned alive in his car. And turned out doing that death notification was the absolute hardest thing I ever did. And I remember getting out of the police car, and I've never had this happen. I've played shows on the radio for 1 million people, at venues for 5,000 or so people. My knees never got weak one time in my life. I got out of that police car and my knees were weak. Like, I actually thought I was going to crumble to the ground. And I can remember seeing like the garage door open, and I'm thinking like, this guy just left that garage. And then I walked up to the door, and before I knocked, I looked in, and there was a woman right in front of me, pointed to my right, cooking like dinner. And I looked to my left, and there were like kids playing there. And I'm like, their whole life is about to change. Like right now, when I knock on this door, their life will never be the same. That was the hardest one I ever did. It had nothing to do with paperwork. It had nothing to do with self-defense. It had nothing to do with guns or glory or any of that shit. It was just humanity. Really, really hard. But I think the thing that really, really worries me is that I've told people that their loved ones, died instantly. And that was a lie. I mean, in some cases I didn't know, so I didn't know if it was a lie or if it was not a lie. But in some cases I was there when they were alive and there when they were not, and they didn't die instantly. And I lied to these people just to make them feel better. And I mean, I think about it all the time. I think everybody does. Like, what's it gonna be like when we're gone? Like, what's our legacy? What's our life? What's whatever, is it gonna hurt? Before that, I thought, maybe a car crash wouldn't be so bad. Just boom, it's over. I've never been in a situation where it was over, but I've told many people that lie. And so I think that, like, there's this part of me, which a part of me is like partner, a part of me is a friend, a part of me is a brother. There's a part of me that just like wants to stay up all night long sitting around campfires and singing songs like tomorrow might never come. And it, I think, has something to do with the things I've seen and the things that most people don't believe. I sure as hell didn't believe it before I saw it with my own eyes. Doing that death notification was the absolute hardest thing I ever did.